Episode 5 is out, and I can't wait to discuss every single thing that has happened. What we have here is a pretty good episode. There are plenty of things we need to talk about, and without further ado, let's dive in. In the beginning of the episode, we see Mandy and Jemmy are playing in the graveyard, and Bree seems really sad and emotional about that because, well, her parents are dead in her time. She believes they might have been buried in Lallybroch, and I can't believe I have never thought about that before. After this wave of emotions, she decides to read another letter from her parents, and that's how we learn Jamie and Claire are in Fort Ticonderoga, and it's been a few months already. Don't you think we have lots of time jumps since the beginning of this season? I don't know how they will continue like this. At first I liked it, but now it feels really faster than it should be. I know for a fact that if they decided to end the show with the 9th season, we wouldn't have to go through this much of a time jump. Back to the episode. With Claire's narration, we see that people are building defenses in case they are attacked. Meanwhile, Claire helps the sick and injured under Lieutenant Stacto. He thinks he's a surgeon, but in fact he's not. Moreover, since Claire is a woman, he thinks she's not a surgeon as well. As the letter ends, we see that Roger offers to look into history books to learn what happened to Jamie and Claire. But Bree refuses and says that maybe it's better that they don't know the truth. I personally would finish reading all the letters and the history books. I just can't believe Bree doesn't want to do it. We see she's getting ready for work. And I'm excited for those scenes because thanks to the preview, we know about her struggle with the workers as a woman. When she gets there, we see that the workers are a little surprised to see a woman inspector. They seem really nice at first, but they lock her up in some dark place, and it just reminds me of high school bullies. My eyes hurt because I rolled them really hard. But well, they gave her a flashlight. They're not that bad, right? Well, not really, because it's not working. At this point, I believe even Mandy and Jemmy are more mature than them. What do you think? Understandably, Bree gets a little nervous, and she just can't believe what has just happened. She manages to turn on the lights and begins to explore the tunnels. Guess what she finds? A portal. At least it looks like a portal. I don't know what that is for now. She goes right in and feels a little bit dizzy. At the end of the tunnel, she finds a door and she gets out. Now it might be like the stones, but I don't know how it works. Does it require a gem? Is it visible to others as well? I'm lost. Moving forward, the preparations are still on the table in Fort Ticonderoga. We see young Ian arriving there, and he's given a task to go Shadow Lake and give Joseph Brant a letter. Even though he doesn't seem willing to do such a task, it seems like he has no choice but to do it. Ian manages to get there, and he finds Emily. Okay, Ian, now is the perfect time to get your emotions out of your system and find love with Rachel. I really can't wait to see their scenes together. At this point, I feel like I should talk about William, Rachel, and Denzel, too. They were on their way when they met Mr. Johnson. He seems like a nice guy, and he says that they are on the wrong path. Since it's going to be dark soon, he offers them some dinner and a place to sleep. I can say that Mr. and Mrs. Johnson seemed really nice and generous until they decided to kill William and the Hunter siblings. Thankfully, we see that William awakes, so he manages to save Hunter's siblings and himself, of course. We learn that they were butchering people like that to rob them. Now, I wonder, after all those robberies, why do they still eat rats? I felt really sick watching them eating it. Anyways, William seems shaken by the recent incident because he has never killed anyone before. Well, William, you were the one who was eager to fight. What do you think will happen in the middle of the battlefield? Now it's time to go back to the fort because we see that Hunter siblings are there. Claire finally meets Denzel Hunter. I can say that they instantly like each other, and I believe their scenes will be amazing. As for the other sibling, meaning Rachel, she sees young Ian, and I can say that both of them look really happy to see each other. Aren't they the cutest? They both look like they have a crush on each other, and I just love seeing them constantly smiling while talking. Meanwhile, we see Jamie warning General Fermoy about a possible attack from the British. But he finds it not possible, and I believe he will regret not listening to Jamie's advice. As the time goes by, Jamie struggles to convince him about the fort's weakness. I mean, he prepared quite a show, and he definitely proved his argument. But well, he seems too proud to confess that he was wrong. I'm telling you, his arrogance will cause lots of trouble. Actually, we don't need to wait to see it because it happens at the end of this episode. We see the British are getting closer and Fort Ticonderoga is in danger. Since Jamie knew this was going to happen, he already prepared boats to evacuate the place. So I can say that they're safe for now, but who knows what will happen next? Last but not least, let's talk about Mackenzie's once more. We see that the kids are still talking about Nuclevi, and Roger begins to think that there's someone out there. He's not wrong, actually. The episode doesn't reveal who that famous Nuclevi is, but I believe we'll see them in the upcoming episode. As for Bree, she goes to talk to the workers, and she simply lets them know that if they ever decide to do the same thing, she'll get them fired. Since the workers know that she can actually do that, they don't argue with her. Also, I believe they won't cause any more trouble in the future to keep their places. What do you think? Do you believe Claire and Jamie will be okay? Will something romantic happen between young Ian and Rachel? What was the portal in the tunnels about? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and share it with your friends. You can also subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thanks for watching. See you soon.